Hi, welcome all. In this video, we shall be discussing about Monte Carlo method of simple integration. Okay, let us define a particular integral I, which is integral sum f of x dx, which is to be integrated from some x equal to a to b. So let us represent this function graphically. That this is x and this is f of x. Now let's plot the function. The function may be of any shape, may be regular or irregular, say something like this. Now we wish to find the integral of this from x equal to say a, so this is point A, to x equal to b. So we need to find the integral from x equal to a to say x equal to b. So this is our required integral. Now we know that graphically this integral is nothing but the area under the graph. Let me call that area as A, under the graph, bounded by this x-axis and the function curve. So it is not easy to calculate this area. So what we do is we consider a simple area, say capital A. Capital A is a simple area that include small a. That is our area of interest. For example, we can consider a rectangle like this. Okay, consider a rectangle like this. Then we'll represent that area of simple shape as A. Now what we do is we just take n large number of points, that is x, y points. Y is nothing but f of x. Okay, x, y points. How we choose large number of such points? Randomly. So this is really important. Then we just find that particular point. We just mark every point. We mark random points, no? So we mark random points, random large number of points in this area. So may not be uniformly distributed. It will be something like this. Okay, right? So if n is large, then the total number and the area are proportional. The simple area A is proportional to the total number of points we selected, and the small area is proportional to the number of points n. What is n? N is the number of points that is inside the area of interest. So what is n? N is the number of points inside the area of interest. Correct? So from these two conditions, from 1 and 2, I can write small a by capital A is equal to small n by capital N, which readily gives you the required result. A is equal to small n divided by capital N into A. Okay, so this idea is really simple. What you have to do is you just count number of points that comes inside the area of interest. So for a reliable result, two important things must be satisfied. One is n must be large, must be very large. Then only this proportionality holds good. Another thing is you must choose the points randomly. Choose random points. Okay, so this is the case. We considered only the integral as a function of simple function of x. It need not be the case always. You can have complicated functions f of xy or any complicated functions. Okay. The idea is really simple. Behind Monte Carlo simulation is really simple. Suppose you have a function f of x. You wish to let me plot the function graphically. Okay, you wish to, so it's something like this, a very complicated function, something like this. You wish to evaluate this in the integral of this function, say integral f of x dx from some x1 to some x2. So this is x1 and we'll consider another point, say x2. Okay, so we know that integral is nothing but our integral we can represent I. So this is nothing but area under the curve, area under the curve. Okay, so in order to find the area under the curve, what we do is we'll consider a simple area. Here you can see that the area is complex, it's not of any regular shape. We'll consider a simple area which encloses our area of interest. So we may choose some square, some rectangular area, say something like this. Sorry, we'll consider some area which is very simple to calculate, say something like this, a rectangular area, say, which encloses our area of interest. Okay, now the idea is this: we'll consider large number of random points, large number of random points, correct? We randomly pick a point, say large number, say capital N points. We randomly add some points, so we put one point here. We see whether it is inside the area of interest or not. If it is inside the area of interest, we count it. Now we will consider another point. We don't count it because it is outside the area of interest. Now we consider randomly several points and we count how many points are there within the area of interest. Okay, let there are this is our capital N. Capital N is the large number of random points we have chosen. Now we shall consider how many are there inside. So we will just count how many are there. Let there are n such points. N is the number of points inside the area of interest. Inside the area of interest. Okay. Now, according to the law of large numbers, law of large numbers, law of large numbers, let the area of interest is represented by small a. Small a is the area of interest, and capital A is the simple area that encloses our area of interest. So according to the law of large numbers, we can say that small a will be proportional to small n and capital A will be proportional to capital N. Therefore, I can write A by capital A is equal to small n by capital N. That readily gives you the required formula. The required formula. The area of interest, that is our integral, is equal to small n by capital N into capital A. So it is easy for one to count how many are there inside the area of interest, and it is very easy to calculate capital A as it is a very simple area. You just need to you just need to measure the length and breadth, and you can just multiply to get capital A. So this way you can calculate any complex integral. So in general, f of x, maybe instead of f of x you may have a complicated function of x, y. Okay. Then also you can check whether a particular point is within the area of interest. Fine. So this is the idea. It need not be always a rectangle in shape or square in shape. I just considered one simple example. So this is the idea of Monte Carlo simulation. One point you have to remember is this idea or this method works only if the number of points we choose randomly is very large. So we must choose large number of random points. Fine. Thank you. As an example, we shall deal with the simulation of pi. So that is basically using Monte Carlo method. We shall see that in module 5, that is simulation of pi using Monte Carlo method. Thank you.